Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Bree from With Love Bree, and today I have some project shares to share with you using InLoveArt shop dies. I will make sure to have all the dies linked down below. They will all have their direct links, so that way it takes you straight to the die and the website. And I will also have a 20% discount code as well linked down below in case y'all are interested in that. But I will go ahead and just share with you guys what I created using the dies that were sent to me. So the first couple are going to be some floral dies. The last two will be some bag topper dies, and then we'll have a mix in the middle of that. So I used the, the Cartabella Halloween Market collection for all of these, in case you guys are wondering what collection I used. I did say I was going to use that collection this year, and so I was able to craft, but mainly just for design team. So the first flower die is this one. It comes with a couple of leaf dies and the floral piece. It comes with two different sizes of the flowers, so you can layer them. I did make quite a bit of them. Just share with you guys what I did. So these are how they look. I did add the leaves, but of course the leaves are optional, but I really loved how they looked and I thought these were really cute as corner pieces. So I went ahead and I made 6 of them, and I used, again, just the pattern papers. For the centers, I did use some of this chunky gold glittered cardstock from Hobby Lobby, and then I did use some black foam to create kind of like dimension, but not using white foam dots. So I don't know if you guys can see, but there's black foam die cut as the same with the same center die for the center, just so that way they match and that there wasn't any gaps in between. I just thought it made the flower look more finished. And then I did pop up, as you guys can see, the larger flower here. I did curl up the edges for the smaller layer, and then the bottom 2 pieces are the leaves, and all I did was I kind of curled them in like this to kind of give them dimension, and oops, that's how those turned out. So I used a mixture of black cardstock and the pattern papers, and I think for these ones I used the 6x6 paper pad, just so that the scale of the pattern papers were a good size for the flowers. As you guys can see, this one has like a smaller scale, and the words on that one. Love the stitching on the leaves also. So those are the first flowers that I made, and then the second flower die was this rose like flower. It's a 5-petal flower, but you can make roses out of them. But of course I didn't do that. So here is the die. You get these 2 flowers, and then you get this one right here, the scallop piece, a leaf, and then this is for the bottom part. But all I did was using the same paper. So I used the 2 floral pieces. So this one has, as you guys can see, like a lacy edge, which is really elegant, which I love. Goes perfect for Halloween stuff, probably Valentine's too. And then I did use the 5-petal flower for the top as well. And what I did was for the bottom layers, did I do it for all? Yeah, the bottom layers I just used like a paintbrush or a pencil to go downward, and then I used the for the middle part right here, I went upward like this. So as you guys can see, there's just different kinds of layers. And then for the center part, I'm pretty sure that this part right here is meant to be at the bottom of the flower. But what I did was I put it in the center, and then I curled the edges in, and then I used these styrofoam balls from Hobby Lobby to use as a center. And Lori does that, and I really love how she does it, so I did it for these, and I just love how it's like kind of just like hugged by the little centerpiece right here. And then for the leaves, I did do black cardstock, so they're just peeking through on the side right here. And I literally did that for all of these. So I did 3 with pattern papers for the bottom and black cardstock for the top. And then I also did 3 pattern papers for the top and then black for the bottom. But the leaves I just kept black because I thought they looked really nice. And this is perfect to use double-sided paper for the little centers because you will be seeing both sides. So I did use double-sided paper from the collection. So those are all the flowers that I made with that die. This die is actually an RV die and it comes with the surfboard and all that. But of course, Halloween stuff, so I actually made this into like a RV that got infected, I guess you could say, by like zombies. And I think I did record a process video, so hopefully I can get that video out. I know it's November, but I'm going to try to get out as many of the Halloween videos because I owe y'all lots of things. But let me share with you how they turned out. So I did do some distress oxides on these, but this is how it looks. And again, like I said, I do have a process video, so hopefully I can get one out so you guys can see how I turned this into like a Halloween spooky haunted look. Just love how they turned out. So this one I did do the ghosts. I actually did not do this in the video, but I did do vellum ghosts, and then I used black soot distress oxide inks to give them a shadow so that way you could see them more. And then everything else stayed the same on this one, and you could see I used some of this mylar for the windows so that way you can it could look like windows. And there's that one. So hopefully I can get this video edited so y'all could see how I did this exactly, because I did do some stenciling using Tim Holtz stencils. I did do a lot of distressing on all the die cuts, as you guys can see, just to give it that spooky look. So sorry I can't show you guys like with it not being all spooky and stuff, but it is a really fun die. You do have to do a lot of die cutting, but it is worth it. And then the next die is this like pocket die. It has 2 little pockets. They are really tiny, but they're perfect to give some ephemera or like mini tags. And what I did with this one was I made actually 2 different kinds of books just to show you that you could do anything honestly with this die. So this is how my little books came out. This one I didn't really decorate the inside just because I was on a time crunch, but I thought I'd still show you guys a different way of using the die. So I did some simple layering here with some die cuts, and then these were actually from Tuesday Morning from a while ago, and it came in a pack of like 40. I will have a late Halloween stash video out too, actually a couple of them. And here is a ephemera piece, and I did diamond dots like usual all around it. And in the inside are 4 of the pockets. So these are how the pockets look with the layering piece. You don't have to add the pattern paper. You could just do, you know, the backing with pattern paper. But it just looks a lot better when you have the pattern papers layered on top, because it also includes like the little stitching element around there, so you can easily just label what is in each pocket. But I also wanted to let you guys know for these pockets, they do go through the whole way. So I mean, it's up to you if you want to glue this part down and create separate pockets, because you can do that too, but honestly you're just going to be filling it with goodies anyway. So I don't know if it really would matter, but that's how that one turned out. She's watching her show. She just woke up from her nap. So there's that one. And then this one I went a little bit more crazy on. This was the first one I made, but I did do a magnetic closure here. And then I did do some like squiggly stitching, and I did stitch across this little tassel banner just to give it some more texture and a different look, just so it's not flat. And then this is the back. I did a double squiggly stitch, and I cut off the excess string for the back, but on the front I kept it to make it look like the strings of the banner. And if you hear Kalea, she is coming. I can hear her. And then this was actually a leftover piece from a project that I was using, and I thought it would be perfect to use as a closure. So this is a journaling card that I cut from one of the 12x12s, and I love the 12x12 because it does have texture on it. And I did do a magnetic closure, so it just magnetizes on there, and literally created a book with the pockets. So this one has 4 pockets just like the other one, but this one is all on its own page. And this one I did decorate. I just used some of the stickers from the 12x12 sticker sheet, and then these little like words I actually cut out from the 12x12 pattern paper. And again, I did the layering, and this back piece would be really cute to do like a little message to your pen pal or whoever you're gifting these things or gifting things to. And yeah, so really love how this one turned out. It's just a little book. I mean, because I didn't make the gusset big enough, you can't really put too much in here, but you could definitely make some flat tags, do some simple stitching, stamping, and then add the little tags inside, and they can have some little Halloween tags for goodie bags. So yeah, I made that. I love this die. I actually already have one, but I use it so much, and it'd be really fun to have multiples because I can do, like, I could die cut multiples at the same time and then have more embellishments to decorate. So I did use this to create a couple of shakers, as well as just some plain embellishments. So the larger ones I did create some shakers with, and I think I did do a process video on this one too, so I do have to do a lot of editing. But as you guys can see, there are some shakers there. I did do diamond dots and sequins. And I did do stitching around the larger piece, which is this black cardstock. And then I did the shaker and I put it on top of the black cardstock. Did some cluster with a some of the stickers. This one actually is a 12 or a cutout that I cut out from the 6x6 paper. And then I did some tulle, and I stitched this bat chipboard piece. It's actually an old sticker from Target, and did some layering with sequins, buttons, and the stickers. And then same with this one. So as you guys can see, shaker. I love the stitching. I was going to stitch on top of this one too, but I didn't want to go too crazy. So what I did was I did the stitching on the bottom layer and then something on the top layer. And I did add some, was this Nuvo? Yeah, some Nuvo drops on this part right here. And I did add some onto this one right here. I was going to do diamond dots, but I needed to use my Nuvo drops, so I did that. And then the tag, I did add this like burnt orange color because it was plain, but again, I think I have a process video, so you will see that. They are pretty chunky. And dimensional, but I love dimension, and I feel like the sequins and the shaker just really adds to it too. So I did do those, and then I did do 2 smaller ones using the extra pieces that came out from when I made the shakers, because why not use it? So I made 2 smaller ones, and again, I think I did a video on these 2 all together. And these ones don't have a shaker, so they're more of like a flatter embellishment, I guess. But I love how these turned out. I did do stitching on both pieces because there is no shaker element. So I did do it on both ends, or not both ends, but both layers. And then I did add some of the Nuvo drops, and I did some tulle, more layering. And I did add some buttons and sequins too. I'll make sure to have Hi, she's all pointing to me. I'll make sure to have a playlist of any Halloween stuff this year together, so that way you guys can all see the videos together. Last two dies are bag topper dies. So there's this doily bag topper die. And I made 3 bag toppers each with these last 2 dies. So, and I think I did do a process video on these too. I'm not entirely sure, but I will share with you guys. So here's the first one. And this is how it looks. What I love about their bag topper dies, they have this centerpiece that folds down, so that way when you put your packaging inside, you can actually like adhere this part down to it too. But this is how it looks. And normally I punch out all these little pieces, but because I am tight on time, I actually have to not be like V. So I just left all the little pieces that wouldn't pop out inside. But here's how this one looks. And then this is actually home hand dyed cheesecloth that I did at home. And then I also die cut and made these little trick-or-treat baskets, and I used them on each one. I did do diamond dots on each of the handles of the bag topper, and I used a ring, this bat rosette from My Creative Time, and then some of these little stems from Dollar Tree. So that was one. Here's another one. This one's not as dimensional, but still really cute. I did 2 sides of tulle, and I did do more of the hand-dyed cheesecloth. I did use some Distress Oxide sprays to kind of add some splatter. And then this is a chipboard piece that I stitched. I did add a hand-cut element from one of the 6x6 papers onto his head, and just some ephemera. So there's that one. And the last one, I did have a shaker hat. This is from Amazon, and it is a shaker witch hat. And then I did add this witch chipboard sticker from Dollar Tree, and I added some more diamond dots to the handle. I did add this bat that I stitched. It's a chipboard sticker, and some of these little hand cut pieces from the 6x6 paper, I believe, or the 12x12. This is actually 12x12. But I did add those behind, and I made sure to keep it witch theme, and some more tulle. And that was it for this one. That was the last one. The pattern paper is the bat one. And yeah, and the last die I used is this one right here, which is also a bag topper. And for this one, you don't get a lot of space to decorate on. Just remember that when you buy this, as you can see right here, compared to the last one, you only get this little part right here to really glue things down. Other than that, you have to glue things onto all the little separate pieces, which is fine for me. But here's how mine turned out. Some stitching on the banner. I did more of that hand-dyed cheesecloth in the back. Some more of the stems. These ones are the black ones. This is a spider from the 99-cent store. Well, actually, this one is. This is a ring that I cut off the little ring part off of. And then this is a die cut from Tuesday Morning from a while ago. And then again, same with the handles. I did do some diamond dots. And this is how the bottom of it looks. And this one is pretty dimensional because it has that spider and the rosette. This is a bat rosette from My Creative Time. Oh no, this one's a regular rosette, but it comes with the back rosette. So there's that one. And then there's 2 more. And this is a Spiderweb Rosette die that I actually shrunk, and then I actually only used just a little piece of it to make a little corner piece. So this one's really like really dimensional. Look at it. It's like really sticking out there. And then I used some of this thick mesh that you can get from Hobby Lobby. I actually really love this stuff. I just used it this year and I love it so much. Better than tulle because it's just thicker and it just gives it a lot of like texture and like it's a lot darker than tulle. And then again with the little trick-or-treat basket, some sequins, mini bats. This one I actually put distressed oxides on this little, not chipboard, but wooden sticker from Dollar Tree. And then I hand cut this cart from one of the papers. I did have excess of the rosette piece that I cut apart, and so I used that here for some dimension. So you can see. And this one has popped up quite a bit. And the last one is another shaker. So I made 2 witch hat shakers because I knew I wanted one of each for each of the different kinds of bag toppers. And for this one I did add one of these crow stickers from Michaels. That's a glittered one. Added more of that mesh tulle, some more of that leftover rosette piece, and then this is a bat chipboard piece that I did some stitching on. Did some sequins here in the corner and some sequins here. I did do orange diamond dots for the handle. Did some hand dyed cheesecloth here, and I did add some of the orange stems to the top right, and that's where the little trick-or-treat basket is. And this one's not as dimensional, but it is really cute because of the little shaker. And I did do a ephemera piece that says Hocus Pocus, and I did do some stitching. I did not do stitching for a while. I haven't done stitching in a while, so it was like really bad, but it's all good, handmade. And here's the back. So I love how these are peeking through, just super bright. But yeah, so that finishes up my share for my InLoveArt shop project share. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing everything. I'll make sure to have the direct links for each die linked down below, as well as a 20% discount code. And I'll do my best to have the process videos out. I will make sure to have a playlist so that way anytime you guys want to continue looking to see if they're there, it'll be there. And then I will try my best to also put photos on my Instagram so that way you guys can have a closer look of these. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching my project share video for Halloween 2021. I know it's late, it's November, but better late than never, right? So I hope you all have a great day, whatever day it is that you guys are watching this, and I'll talk to you all in my next video. Bye!